What's the worst announcement your school ever made? I was in 10th grade when our principal called an emergency assembly at 2 p.m. on a Friday. The entire school packed into the gymnasium, whispering about what could be so urgent it couldn't wait until Monday. Principal Davis stepped up to the microphone with this grim expression. Students, I need to inform you about a serious situation that has come to our attention. We've discovered that several teachers have been engaged in inappropriate behavior. The gym went dead silent. Everyone was thinking the same thing. Some teacher had been caught doing something terrible with a student. We all started looking around, trying to figure out which teacher was missing from the usual lineup. Effective immediately, he continued, the following staff members have been terminated. He pulled out a list and started reading names. Mrs. Garcia from the art department, Mr. Thompson from history, Ms. Lee from English, Coach Williams from athletics. My stomach dropped. These weren't random teachers. These were some of the most popular, most respected teachers in the school. Mrs. Garcia had won Teacher of the Year twice. Coach Williams had led our football team to state championships. Due to the nature of these violations, we cannot provide specific details. However, I want to assure all students and parents that appropriate authorities have been notified and investigations are ongoing. The rumors started immediately. Kids were pulling out phones, texting parents, posting on social media. Some people were crying because Mrs. Garcia was like a second mom to the art kids. Others were angry because Coach Williams was beloved by the entire athletic department. But here's where it gets insane. The next Monday, we found out the real story wasn't what anyone expected. It wasn't inappropriate relationships with students at all. These 4 teachers had been running an elaborate cheating scheme for 3 years. They were selling test answers, changing grades for money, and even taking bribes to write fake recommendation letters for college applications. The amounts were staggering, over $200,000 total. Mrs. Garcia, the sweet art teacher everyone loved, was the ringleader. She'd been charging students $500 per test for answer keys. Mr. Thompson was selling semester grades for $2,000 each. Coach Williams was taking $5,000 to guarantee athletic scholarships through fake recruitment connections. The investigation started when a parent noticed their kid's perfect SAT score didn't match their actual knowledge level. The FBI got involved because it crossed state lines when they started selling fake transcripts to out-of-state colleges. But the announcement got worse. Principal Davis had to call another assembly Tuesday morning because the scandal kept growing. Turns out, over 200 students had been involved over 3 years. Some had paid for better grades, others had their parents pay for fake achievements. The school board decided that any student who had participated would have their transcripts flagged as under investigation. College applications for seniors were frozen. Scholarships were revoked. 3 years of academic achievements became worthless overnight. Kids who thought they were just getting a little help with a difficult test suddenly faced college rejections and lost scholarships worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some students who had paid for help claimed they didn't know it was cheating. They thought it was just tutoring. The worst part was watching friendships implode. Students started turning on each other, trying to figure out who had snitched to investigators. Friend groups split apart when some kids admitted to paying for grades while others insisted they'd earned everything honestly. My best friend Jake confessed to me that his parents had paid Mrs. Garcia $3,000 to change his chemistry grade from a D to an A. He was supposed to graduate valedictorian, but now faced expulsion and criminal charges for academic fraud. Sarah from my English class had perfect attendance and straight A's for 2 years. Turns out her mom had been paying Miss Lee $1,000 per semester to guarantee top grades. Sarah had no idea her achievements were fake until the FBI showed up at her house. The investigation revealed that some parents knew exactly what they were paying for, while others thought they were just making donations for extra tutoring. The teachers had been careful to market it differently to different families. By the end of the month, 47 students were expelled, 156 more faced academic probation, and the entire graduating class had their diplomas delayed pending investigation. Our school's reputation was destroyed. The college counselor quit because she couldn't face the families whose dreams had been shattered. The new principal instituted the strictest academic integrity policies in the state. Every test became proctored. Every grade required multiple signatures. 3 years later, our school was still recovering. College acceptance rates plummeted because admissions officers didn't trust our transcripts. The local newspaper ran a series called The School That Cheated that followed affected families through the aftermath. Jake never got into college. His scholarship to his dream school was revoked, and his family couldn't afford tuition without it. Sarah ended up at community college after every 4-year school rejected her application once they saw the academic fraud investigation on her record. The 4 teachers all went to prison. Mrs. Garcia got 3 years. The others got 18 months each. They had to pay restitution to the families and the colleges that had been defrauded. That announcement didn't just end careers and ruin college dreams. It taught an entire generation that the adults they trusted most were willing to destroy their futures for money.